Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on September the 10th, 2020. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So in terms of what's coming up here on Thursday, the main thing here will be the ECB monetary policy statement that's coming up, followed by the ECB press conference. Excuse me, sorry. At this point, the interest rates are at 0%, so not really looking for them to drop the interest rates. However, they may, or ECB may try to influence the euro price. So we have seen euro go up a lot over the last little bit, especially with after they were able to come up with the funds for the member countries. We saw euro take off to the upside, plus the US dollar has been especially weak, and as a result of that, we have seen euro shoot up. So the strength in euro may be a concern, and if it is, then we are likely to see more monetary policy announcement from, or more of an easier monetary policy or easing in the monetary policy that we may see from ECB, which will be dovish for euro. So we'll have to keep an eye on what happens with the ECB monetary policy statement. Any dovishness is likely to cause a drop in euro. And then we also have an employment claims and PPI numbers here from the US. Now, if the claims are as expected or lower than expected, that's likely to be good for our stock market. Now, we have seen that stock market did drop over the last 3 days, and today it has pulled back. So people are jumping in and buying the stock that has dropped over the last few days. So we have seen a pullback in this. So if we start to see more of this positive data here, that is likely to have a positive impact on the stock market, which means our dollar crosses could have a negative impact as a result of money flowing from the US dollar into the stock market. We also have a crude oil inventories here. We see that oil has dropped over the last week here. And at this point, if we see a buildup in inventory, so if we see a drawdown, that will be positive for oil. But if we see a buildup, that will be negative for oil. And if we start seeing more concerns in regards to the oil consumption, that would be negative for the oil as well. And then we have ECB President Lagarde speaking here, but the ECB press conference earlier in the day will be more important, so this may be a little bit diluted here. We also have Bank of Canada, but we had Bank of Canada today, so the second one may not have as much of an impact. All right, so let's take a look at our charts here. So with the euro dollar, we see that price wasn't quite able to go through this next level here. We did see a bit of a drop, but then it went right into the support level and has pushed higher. Today's candle close here is neutral. We have pins on both sides and small candle body. Now there is bullishness in this candle, but we may see ECB if they announce more easing in monetary policy, then we are likely to see a drop here. So, excuse me, I would keep an eye on a 1.1840 level here, which is the high of today. So if it doesn't go through, then we're likely to see a turnaround, or it may go into this 1.1865 level, which is the next support and resistance level. So I would watch out for one of those levels, and as long as price stays below either one of these, we could still get that drop. So right now, I am a neutral on euro dollar. ECB is going to be an important meeting for tomorrow to watch. Pound dollar here, pound did drop into the next target level here, and from there it did pull back. Now it's into the previous support resistance level, which is important here. So what I'm watching for here would be how it reacts here. So we could see if it fails to go through this resistance, support turning into resistance here, then we're likely to see another drop. Now it could pull back into this 1.3050 level. So that's another level to keep an eye on here. So right now, this is looking neutral as well. Even though there is a bounce here, right now, Brexit concerns are weighing on British pound. So we did see that UK is actually threatening to disregard the treaty and everything to do with Brexit here. So that could cause problems. So if they're not able to come to some sort of an agreement, that is negative. And the whole Brexit negotiations, or them not being able to come to an agreement, that's weighing on the pound right now. So I'm not super bullish on pound at this moment till they figure something out in regards to Brexit, which is not to say that it won't pull back, but I'm not super bullish right now. So this is neutral. It could go to 1.3050, and it could even go into 1.3150. So it's not completely, it's more bearish. But if, excuse me, we see that stock market turns around, the reason dollar crosses turned around today was because stock market turned around. So if stock market goes up higher, all dollar crosses are likely to go up higher. So pound may get pulled up because of the US dollar dropping, not because British pound is strong. So just bear this in mind. So right now, excuse me, this is neutral as well. Aussie dollar, same thing here. We did see the stock market turn around, and as a result, we have Aussie dollar go up as well. Now, again, it is into resistance here. So if it doesn't go through, then we could still see a drop. So again, I am neutral. The only time it will turn bullish is if we see a close above 0.7300. Then it turns bullish, and then we are looking for the high. At this point, because it hasn't gone to the other side of 7300, it is still a neutral, because as long as it holds below that level, we are likely to see it drop from here. So once it crosses over, then this turns bullish, and target will be the previous high here. So right now it's in this range that it's been trading in, and it's just trying to find its feet. But once it crosses over, it's bullish. If it holds below, I am looking for price to go back into 0.7200. New Zealand dollar here, same story here as well. We see that price was into this support resistance level here. It has bounced off. Same reason, because of the stock market. Now we may see more of a pullback here. We could see price go all the way into 0.6725 and then turn around. So this is the level to watch. But if it holds below, then we're likely to see a drop. But at the current level as well, it's into support resistance level, or close to the support resistance level. So either we may see a pullback or a move higher into 0.6700 or 0.6730. So this one as well, we'll have to keep an eye on the stock market. If the stock market goes up, this one is going higher as well. So right now it is a neutral to bullish, but if the stock market takes off to the upside, we're essentially looking for the next move back into the resistance level there. So neutral to bullish bias here for New Zealand dollar. Dollar CAD here, dollar CAD turned around just like all the other ones here. We have a nice retest here. So this one is looking bearish. I will look for a pullback and then looking for a drop here back into the support level again. So 1.3050, so bearish bias here for dollar CAD. All right, let's take a look at commodities, starting off with silver here. Silver is right into this resistance level. So over the last few days, it hasn't done much. Now we do have a bit of a bullish candle here, but we had this bullish candle a few days ago as well. The real test here would be, can it break through this resistance? And if it does, then we're looking for 28.35 area. But if it fails like it did last time, then we are going to look out for that drop. So right now this is neutral. It's at a neutral point. So this one is a wait and see situation as well. If it holds below 27.20, then I'm looking for a drop back down towards 26.30 and 25.85. Next one here, gold. Gold does have a bullish candle close. Now, concern again is it's right into the resistance. This candle looks stronger than these previous candles here. So watch out for the resistance. But once we see price go through, then next target here will be 1972. So this one is neutral to bullish. I'm not completely bullish yet. We have to wait and see. But once it crosses over, then this turns bullish, and 1972 and then 1993 will be the second target. So neutral to bullish here for gold. And excuse me, oil here. Oil also pulled back. I will look for a further or deeper pullback into 39, potentially into 39.50. And this will be the decision point because we have support and resistance here. If price holds below, we're looking for a drop in that case. So neutral to slightly bullish bias here towards 39.50. Copper here, copper bounced higher as well, but it's still in a bit of a range here over the last little while. So with this one here, not overly bullish. I am still neutral on copper, looking for it to trade between 3.04 and 2.95. So neutral bias for copper. Bitcoin here. Bitcoin seems to have found support here. We do have a bullish candle close, but this one is working with our stock market. So if the stock market pulls higher, this is likely to pull higher as well. So right now I'm looking for a move towards 10,550, and that would be an important level here. This is an important support resistance level. If it holds below that, then we are likely to see another drop. Now, should it cross through that level, then next target here, it turns bullish. Next target will be 10,780. So for now, neutral to bullish here for Bitcoin as well. S&P 500, we did see price drop into the first target into 3,300, and this is where it bounced off. And now it is bullish. It's neutral to bullish. It's not completely bullish. We haven't seen a bullish engulfing yet or any type of a solid bullish candle close here. So we have to wait and see. This one may go into 34.45 area, which will be the first level to watch here. And excuse me, so what could happen here would be one of these moves. So this is similar to all the Forex pairs that, or many of the Forex pairs that we are looking at. We may see a further pullback into 34.40 here or 34.80, and it could turn around from there. So right now, today, after several days here, we did see that buying come in. Now we have to see, can that buying be sustained or not? If it doesn't get sustained, if let's say it pulls back into 34.40 or 34.80 and then fails, then we are basically looking for another leg lower. So neutral to slightly bullish here for S&P 500. NASDAQ here, same thing. It dropped a bit into the next support level here, but pulled back here off of that. Same thing here. I'm looking for pullback towards 11,580. And if it doesn't go through, we could see price drop from this previous level here. So neutral to bullish bias here. First target 11,580. And only if it goes through that, then we're looking at 11,820. So neutral to bullish bias here for NASDAQ. Dow Jones here, this one is looking bullish as well. Same thing though, if it doesn't go through 28,450, then we could get one of these. So it isn't clear just yet. We have to wait for it to cross through this 28,450 level for this one to turn bullish. Once it does that, we are basically aiming for the high again. So right now, neutral to slightly bullish here. DAX, this one as well turned from right from the support level here, and now this one we do have a bullish engulfing candle. So next target here is 13,450, so bullish bias here for DAX. And FTSE as well, this one turned around nicely. It is right into resistance, so that's something to be mindful of, because if it doesn't go through, it can still turn around here. So this is still in this range. Once it crosses 6,000 to the other side, then we're turning bullish, and our target here will be 6,100. And then above that, we have 6160 level. So right now, neutral to bullish bias for FTSE. Nikkei here, Nikkei as well, we had talked about the support level. It just could not break through the support level, and it has bounced off of this level several times here. So neutral to bullish again, but the concern here would be, can it go through this resistance? So if it doesn't, we're looking for another drop. But once it goes through it, then looking for this 23,850. So right now, neutral to slightly bullish bias, but not overly bullish at this point yet. So that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful trading day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Bye for now.